I'm certainly not going to some gym and giving up my life. I'm certainly not one of them gym bros who only trains and does nothing else. I'm certainly not, you know what I'm not doing? Cutting up broccoli and putting it in little boxes. If I make enough little boxes, maybe I'll get some bicep. If you go to the gym and you work out and you train, you get a good body, you start getting social, you get some friends, go to some social clubs, start to meet people, start to do things, you will feel better. So when I say depression isn't real, people say, what you're saying is dangerous and you're going to hurt people. I'm trying to help people. If you're watching this and you're depressed, go to the gym tomorrow morning. If you're considering suicide, promise me this. Get a six-pack first. And by the time you got the six-pack, you won't want to do it. About me, a lot of people say, oh, you know, because there's pictures of me where I'm a big guy. Yeah. You know, I look a bit skinny in a shirt, but they look at me without a shirt on. They're like, wow, you're big. What are you taking, bro? Ripped, yeah. What are you taking? I'm like, what's your cycle? Coffee, cigars, a lot of meat. Yeah. And hard training. Yeah. And I'm 35 and I've never had a single injection in my body ever. God is my witness. And I say this on podcasts because there's some people who believe I'm not natural for some reason. And it's kind of a compliment, but they believe I'm not natural. And I say this now openly. So if I ever get busted doing these things, you can sit and call me up on it. True. I mean, Logan Paul is a steroid head. He's a big, I've told him before I'll fight him if he can piss in a cup, but he can't because he's massively addicted to steroids. Me and him were back and forth. There's a long story with him and he was kind of cool. And then when the Matrix attacked me, he cucked out and became a complete but like he's talking about a boxing match. Yeah, you have to pass a drugs test because if I start taking drugs like you are, Logan, I'll be an animal. I'm God's favorite, right? I'm an animal already. Imagine I was taking drugs on top. Jeez. I'd be an animal. So he's sitting there injecting himself to just get a little bit of muscle. But I never take anything. I've never taken anything. And I say that God is my witness. So I just train hard. And I only train for maybe 45 minutes to an hour each day. Every single morning is one of the first things I do. I made this for all young men.
On Andrew Tate's Real World, there is a fitness section. Now, to join the Real World, a link is in the description.